Welcome back. I'm bored, man. I want to do something else. I don't know what else to do, though. I don't want to play another Souls-like game. Not in the mood for that at all. Like, I have no inclination for that right now. I am bored, though, as fuck. Like, I can't lie. I'm so bored. What's up, Chris? Welcome. I just told you I don't want to play another Souls-like, and you're like, play first Berserker! Sweet. I understand why you said it, but I don't want to. I just said I don't want to play a Soul. Oh my god, Justin. Don't want to play one. Not in the mood. If I'm going to be playing a Souls-like game, I might as well be playing some game where I can actually make the 500 no death runs. I don't have Zelda, bro. And I'm not buying it either. I deserve that. Nice. We should have gone in that cave, but we're not going to yet. I don't want to play Clair Obscur because I already beat it. That's the thing about it is, like, Clair Obscur wasn't bad, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I even hitlist the bosses in it. Like, I hitlist fucking Simon and all this stuff. I have the whole video and the hardest boss in the game, and I still didn't really like it half as much as I like the Souls games. Nothing against the game, it's pretty good. The story's great. Just not my cup of tea, man. Did I just? No, we didn't go to that one. That one's up there. What's up, Harry? Welcome. I don't know. It's like I'm in a very specific mood right now, and like nothing's gonna make me less bored, essentially. That's the thing about it, too, is like I have this really like fucking twisted perspective sometimes on things, and it's just, I don't know, man. You know, you get bored with shit, you've been doing it long enough, you don't want to do it as much anymore, you know? That's just how it goes. And like, I have 475 no death runs of the Soulsborne series, right? So like, playing a brand new Souls-like game is kind of a waste of time. Especially when I don't enjoy them as much as other people do. Like, I don't mind playing them personally, but the only reason why I continue to play most of them is because of the fact that I have a goal to finish what I started. It's not so much like... They are satisfying still, but it's not like the other reasons why people play the games, if that makes sense. So, like, if anything, the things I do want to play, I can't play because basically there's no way to play them anymore. Plus, I built this whole community on Souls-like games, basically, you know? So I kind of stuck myself in this situation. It's my own fault, basically. Carjack people in San Andreas? I wish. Really? Sweet. Next man. Look who it is! It's Pappy! Coming to kill me. Wouldn't be the first daddy trying to kill me. Sorry, buddy. I gotta get out of here. But yeah, I don't mind playing Souls-like games. It's just it's like the same thing, man. You know what I mean? Over and over again. After a while, you get tired of doing it, and it's normal. You know what I mean? But then when I go and I try something else, it's not challenging enough, or it's just not my cup of tea. I get really weird, man. I don't watch TV either. So all I do is write lyrics, read books, and play video games. That's it. So watching television just hurts my brain. I just can't function watching television for whatever reason. So entertaining me is very hard to do. It's very hard to entertain me. You know? Yeah, what's up, Dream Master? Welcome, dude. Pick up archery? Nah. That's the thing about it. Like, people don't understand half of the stuff that happens here. It's like the dating pool, man. You know, like, I know it's weird to some people that they don't understand this, but there's a whole culture behind gaming. If you've been in a situation where you basically dated a non-gamer, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because, like, there are people that just don't get gaming for the life of it, no matter what. Basically think you're just playing as a hobby or some kind of, like, way to release tension, which for most living individuals, it's kind of the case, you know? Like, you do play as some kind of hobby or whatever for fun, but when you're a pro gamer and you've done all these things, like you've got records and shit and you've done all this stuff, this extra crap that most people will never attempt, it's kind of like being like a pro fucking chess player or something, you know? So when you get to the point where you're basically like, I don't know, you've hit a wall, you kind of have to challenge yourself, right? And when there's nothing left to challenge you, you start to go a little crazy. And that's basically where I'm at right now. The stuff I like to do and the stuff that people want me to do are two different things. That's also another thing that's kind of problematic here and there. Because the stuff that other people would think would be interesting to do, it's necessarily not something I want to do either. So... yeah, because people see, like, you know, they'll see somebody doing, like, special runs or whatever it is that, you know, pro-level players do. And they'll be like, oh, that guy's the king of unemployment, you know, or some shit like that. When in reality, like, I've had 3 jobs and I've still ran the runs, you know, and done all the extra shit and that I had to do in order to make the grade for whatever it was that I was going for, you know. Work 3 jobs, do all the extra shit. And then, like, there's a stigma still to this day about being a gamer. That you're basically just a dude playing for fun, you know? And it's like, I don't know, when you have goals, it's kind of difficult to explain to somebody what those goals are, or what they mean, or how you're going to go after those goals. Like the 500 no death runs we're currently at, right? The goal being 1,000, right? Do you think most people would comprehend doing 1,000 of anything back to back? Like, probably not. And it's like, if it doesn't fit the purpose of the goal, then there's really no reason to pursue it, sadly. Oh, it's, yeah, less respectable. Or you get called a try-hard or some shit. Yeah, I love Wilder too. He was my first main, Brandon. I did all the bosses back-to-back Deathless with Wilder. That's why I moved on to Iron Eye, because I wanted to try a different class. And I actually quite enjoy Iron Eye a lot. So I think it just depends on what you're going for. I did like quite a few Deathless solos with Wilder. Kind of got bored playing him though. I tried out what's his face, the Raider, and wasn't really the biggest fan of the moveset. It's too slow for me. You can't? Oh, okay. The only problem I have with, like, Neo, honestly, is that I like Ninja Gaiden too much to enjoy Neo. That, and of course, there are better Souls-like games than Neo, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Some people would disagree with me. I tried to get into it, man, but I never really liked it. Sure, why not? I don't think there's a best type of relics to use. I think it just depends on build. Whatever you're going for, because, like, I mess around with all kinds of stuff, but there are different ways to get a desired effect from certain characters. Like, Wilder's a great example of one that you can get a desired effect from. But what I mean by this is, like, it depends on what you're going for. Maximum damage output, obviously, is one of those things that people would go for. You know what I mean? So I think it just depends on what you're going for build, and that's what builds are in this game. So, like, if you're going for initial attack damage, that's a pretty good build. But you can mix that with, like, the jail damage buff. So, like, you can mix and match. Like, this one is an elemental build right here. That's why I'm doing so much damage with a bowman, basically. I need to run the fuck away. Bye. So yeah, like I said, it just depends on what you're going for. You can mix and match, you can do all kinds of different stuff. You know what I mean? There's no best, it just depends on what you're going for, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, this elemental build I got going right here is doubled up by 2 buffs. Switching weapons and the fact that I have the jail going in the background. So I have 2 relics that produce more damage based on switching weapons, and 2 relics that increase damage from the element on the weapon itself. So it increases the damage output. And then the jails, each jail I hit increases damage output by 5%, basically. And that's how that works, and that's why that works. But you also have to be sourcing out and going, like, jails constantly, which can be repetitive as living crapola, dude, honestly. You know what I mean? I haven't played it. I beat the base game. I hit list all the bosses in the base game. Corey. Not planning on playing the DLC until I want to play it. The reason why I say this is because the fact that it was a shadow drop and I already dropped money on this game, it's not going to take my time away from actually enjoying a game I paid for and I knew was coming out versus paying for a brand new game that just came out without them telling me. There's actually some bitterness there, believe it or not, for that reason. So I'm not doing it. Just my opinion, personally. Well, the last game, the actual base game, is probably my favorite Souls-like game ever made, bro, so I agree. You know what I mean? But it's like the Shadow Drop was like, for real, bro? Like, no. And then Wu Chang Fallen Feathers comes out, like, this month. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm not playing DLC until I want to play DLC. I'm over it. I don't like this shadow drop shit. They need to stop doing it. It's not fair to people that actually have to afford crap. You know what I mean? I hate that shit. I think this was, what's his face, wasn't it? It might be. I believe you. They're good at making games, man. For it being their first Souls-like, they did really well. NeoWiz did really good, in my opinion. You know what I mean? There's no relevancy for this in my build at all. It's just a good drop. You know, like, it's just a good drop, and you're like, dude, I want to drop this. Alright. You're fine, no worries. Maybe, next week. Not a big deal. Maybe Monday if you're available Monday. I don't need any of that. What's up, Michael? Welcome. Oh, I got caught in it. Fuck, dude. Alright. Of course that hit me. There we go, Deathless solo. No revives. Gaping jaw. Been good, man. Number 19, Exhibition 19. Expedition 19. There you go.